Week 4 of the pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the...
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A nice gain of 21 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Philly's offense getting started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On second down, McClain. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Third down and 6. They go play action with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Got what they built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Minshew, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive. It's a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Minshew. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throw caught by Mayer. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun is Minshew. Buying time to his... And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! Gardner Minshew, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They will defend someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 5.
Right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And shedding through the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Minshew. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards. Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. Blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. As the drive continues, it's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw it. Minshew.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning.
60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll run on 1st down. McClain, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a first carry for their fullback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
On 1st and 10.
It seemed like things were headed for the red zone, but this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down now. McClain gets around him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Complete. This is Lewis. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in it.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, McClain. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. As it stands, the Eagles in control of the football as we continue on in the third quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Minshew sets to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Keely Ringo getting home from his spot in the secondary. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
great play there. Taking it in. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
With it is Brown.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. That's caught by Myers. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
It'll be Minshew again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And they will take over at the 20. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tyrell Dodson
From that outside linebacker spot, gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. And now the rookie's free. And the Eagles
Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. McLean.
And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, McLean. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. McLean whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Get it together.
Get something together. It's one play at a time, baby.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. They go with a shovel pass, and it's complete. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Minshew.
Open man is Myers. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here's Minshew.
And his throw is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Minshew.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with the... Though now, this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum.